Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Syracuse Unpeeled. Holiday season is in full swing, which means it's time for hot chocolate, hot toys of the year, and of course, a ton of hot topics to discuss tonight. I'm your host, Elissa Candiotti, and joining me at the desk are Daniel Preciado, Joyce Kim, and Lindsey Updyke. This week, we'll be talking about everything from the royal engagement to the Grammy nominations. And later, I'll be sitting down with Sarah Grosz, the president of the Entrepreneurship Club. We have some exciting news for you on Peelers this week. Yet another royal wedding is underway. This time, it's Prince Harry who popped the question. The Prince and Meghan Markle, the former star of the series Suits, have been dating since July of 2016. The Prince proposed earlier this month during a, quote, cozy night while they were just roasting chicken. Lindsey, will you be flying out for the wedding this May?
Oh, geez. If I can afford the ticket, I am right there. I remember the first royal wedding and waking up early to watch it in time because of the time difference. But I'm such a big fan of this couple, gorgeous couple. So, I mean, on both parts, him and her.
If we're not flying in this year, because, you know, the tickets are going to be so expensive,
yeah.
I'm at least going to promise to myself that no matter what I'm doing that day, I'm going to set aside time to make sure I'm fully watching that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so great. Like, I'm so excited for her because it's very Grace Kelly, like the actress marrying the prince. I just love that.
And she's awesome, and I know a lot of people are learning more about her, getting to see a bunch more of who she is besides just of her work.
Right.
So we're excited about that. And anyone, was you guys expecting this as soon? Did you expect that this would happen right now, or any surprise?
I didn't see it coming, but like it was really sweet. Apparently, like I was watching their interview and she was saying how she couldn't even like wait till he finished his proposal. She was just like, "Can I say yes now?" And I'm like, I feel you.
She's
Like,
so
So cute.
I know.
I just think it's so funny how obsessed we get with the royal wedding.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Over any other wedding.
yeah. But, you know, it's in Europe, and we're all obsessed acting like it's right
Exactly.
here, right next to us. And
Because it's a fairy tale. It's so fairy
exactly.
tale-like.
It's the fairy tale.
So wishing them all the best. And continuing on all the British talk we have here, the British man Henry Cavill, aka Superman, he decided to throw a Thanksgiving dinner in honor of his dog. Although he doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving personally, his dog was born in the U.S. and he, quote, figured it was only the proper way that he would have a Thanksgiving treat. However, the holiday wasn't properly celebrated as he gave him chicken instead of turkey. Daniel, why do you think he made this controversial change?
I just think like his dog likes chicken better, and he just wanted to give that to his dog because I follow him on Instagram and I love him, and he loves his dog so much. I just love the two of them, and I love that he did that. I just think it's incredible.
Just to think about giving him a holiday and a little time for
Right.
himself. Do you guys think it's a big deal, chicken instead of turkey, or it's all right?
in a way, he's like putting more care towards his dog because like he could have just gave him leftover turkey, but he went out of his way to
Right.
get him chicken. So
Yeah.
it's like a fresh new meal.
That's
for
what
the
I
dog.
was
A little
gonna
step up, a
Yeah.
little bit of
Exactly.
I
Just
mean,
for the dog.
even just to think about letting your dog celebrate a holiday,
Right.
that's
Oh, it's-
pretty awesome.
It's
Yeah.
so
I know.
cute.
What do you guys think he has in store for Christmas? Maybe some steak?
Oh, I think you could definitely take the step up to steak. I mean, Christmas, I think, definitely deserves that. And you got New Year's right around the corner.
Oh,
so
it
go big
calls
or go
for
home.
it. It calls for it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all we need.
absolutely.
We need some steak, maybe some vegetables on the side if this dog wants to get healthy. And now for our most heartfelt news of the week. When New Jersey resident Kate McClure ran out of gas, Johnny Bobbitt, a homeless man, spent his last $20 to refill her tank. Since Kate didn't have money to repay him at the time, she returned to the road several times to give him money and food. But she decided that just wasn't enough. So she started a GoFundMe page, which she has since raised over $390,000. Joyce, how do you feel about this incredible act of kindness?
Stories like this just like restores my faith in humanity, and it's not even he just like gave her his last $20. He had to walk a couple of blocks to the gas station to get the gas for her. So this man's just like so incredibly nice,
Yeah.
and he's like a veteran apparently. So
Only good things. And the fact that so many people recognize how
Exactly.
nice of an act this was to give what you have, the very minimum of what you have,
Exactly.
to help someone else out. that deserves that amount of
And
money.
their GoFundMe goal was like $10,000, but they ended up like exceeding that like by so much more. And now he could afford his like dream car and like apparently a home, and like he gets like a small income.
That's so fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, the best part about it too is it kind of sheds light on the good parts of journalism, that because of this story reaching a platform that it could be told, now he can get a nice reward and a better life for himself. So
I love the story. I just feel like it shows the best part of humanity. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
well, wishing him all the best. And after the break, we'll be talking about the Grammy nominations. So stick around.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back. Grammy nominations have kicked off my favorite time of the year, award season. Jay-Z got the most nods with 8 nominations, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year. On the other side of the coin is Ed Sheeran, who some are saying was snubbed with just 2 nominations for Best Pop Vocal Album and Best Pop Solo Performance. Lindsay, what were you most surprised about this year for nominations?
Oh, geez. I mean, I have to agree. I'm a big Ed Sheeran fan, so obviously I'm always rooting for him. I think he's just such an amazing performer, and I love that he's right on par with some crazy, dancing and whatnot, but Ed Sheeran's right there with his guitar. So I think if I disagree the most, it would be with Ed Sheeran, but I think overall, I would overall agree with everything, and I think award season and Grammys will be fabulous. But
yeah, I think it's going to be tough competition. I actually think, you know what? Ed Sheeran can walk away with those 2 awards. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? Maybe just 2 nominations, but 2 guaranteed awards.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'd rather see something like that. Do you hope that Jay-Z wins all these 8? Do you want Ed Sheeran to win these 2? What do you guys think?
I'm definitely excited for Ed Sheeran. Like, I really like what he has been doing, so I'm kind of rooting for him on those categories.
How about you?
I mean, the more the merrier. Like, Jay-Z doesn't need to take all of them, right?
Exactly.
Like, if 2 people can take them, like, why can't everyone be happy?
Also, everyone likes a little bit of a close competition.
Yeah.
Close call. You're sitting there.
If one person takes everything,
Who's
then
gonna win it?
someone's going to be upset.
So
I
we
think
love
the
it.
only exception to that rule was last year with Chance the Rapper, because everyone was just super excited he was eligible. So they were all just like, let him win, let him win. And he didn't. And he didn't. That never happens. They never sweep the whole board.
Right.
So.
But the good thing is they get the exposure, they get acknowledged. Even a nomination is huge.
Right.
Exactly.
So wishing them all the luck that they can possibly have. And in more Grammy news this year, it marks the first time since 1998 that no white men were nominated for Best Album of the Year. This comes after outrage from music fans who felt that both Beyonce and Jay-Z only lost to Adele last year because of their race. The Recording Academy has not yet commented on whether or not this feedback was taken into account when nominating the artists this year. Daniel, what do you think about this?
I think I actually like this because I always think about the Oscars so white hashtag and how that year in the Oscars was like a big controversy. I like that performers of color actually get recognized for their work because they've been doing a lot of great work. Like not only this year, but in the past. Like I do believe Beyonce should have won that year actually.
Definitely. Yeah. I do wonder if this is a coincidence. If it might just be that these artists, despite race, anything like that, just absolutely killed it this year, or if they're like, you know what, we're going to make a huge difference from last year. So I really do wonder, what do you guys think? Coincidence, maybe intentional?
I don't know, I feel like it's like 2017 and like we're just like so like far ahead that it couldn't be because of race. I don't know, that's what I would like to think in an ideal world, but who knows?
I also feel like from our position right now, we don't want to point those fingers and be like, really guys, really? I think at this point we want to be positive and hope that that is not the case.
Yeah. We just hope that the artists who, you know, made it this year with the biggest impact and all that, the best songs, that they win. As simple as that, despite anything. So we'll see about that this year. And now for our designated weird news of the week. A tiger escaped in a local circus and was roaming the city streets of Paris for quite some time last week. The tiger was approximately a mile from the Eiffel Tower. Luckily, no one was injured while the animal was loose. However, it was shot down, and this was resulting in a bit of outrage from the people in Paris. Joyce, what do you think about what they could have and should have done for the tiger?
Okay, this story was kind of sad because the tiger was shot like 2 to 3 times and then it just bled out for everyone to see, like the public. And I think that's like a disturbing image. Like, and tiger is such a beautiful, like majestic animal, and like people are like tweeting it, like bleeding out and dying, and just like it's just like not a pretty picture, and it's really sad, really.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have been a way that they could have, you know, detained it, but maybe not hurt it, or
exactly, like they could have like euthanized it or like tranquilized it or something. And the person who shot it down, some say it's the police, or another person said it was like the circus person. And if it was the circus person, that's also sad for the owner too, because like you'd think they'd have a connection with the animals they train and work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it was handled really badly. Like he could have
I feel like it was an impulse thing, because the tiger didn't hurt anyone, and even though it's like a dangerous like animal, like it didn't hurt anyone.
You would hope that they had the city and the people there, their interests in mind, and hoping, you know, I don't know how I would react if a tiger was around, but hopefully they did everything that they did for precautionary reasons. But what a crazy story. Weird story of the week for sure. Up next, Lindsey is going to be talking about students, what they did over Thanksgiving break, so don't go anywhere.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing. And it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Welcome back. This week, our reporter Lindsey Updyke took to campus to ask students about their Thanksgiving breaks. Let's check it out.
Hey, Unpeelers. Today, I'm talking to people about their Thanksgiving breaks and if they're ready for the holidays yet. Let's see what people said. All right, so what's your name?
My name's Abby Rose Sugnett.
All right, awesome. So how was your Thanksgiving break?
Thanksgiving was dramatic as usual, but it was fine.
All right, what do you mean by dramatic?
Well, someone always cries at our Thanksgiving because everyone gets in fights. This year, I think only 2 people cried, maybe 3. I didn't see one. I don't know if she cried.
Only 2 or 3. Well, are you excited for Christmas?
I'm very excited for Christmas. It doesn't feel real. The snow isn't here, and when the snow isn't ready, I'm not ready.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much, Abby Rose. All right, what is your name?
My name's Miles.
All right, Miles, where are you from?
Los Angeles, California.
Okay, so did you go home this Thanksgiving?
No, flights were too expensive.
Oh, so what did you do?
I went to Connecticut and at my friend's house. Eric Jackson, you guys probably all know. He's famous around here, you know.
How was everything? How's the food? How's the family?
Oh, you know, food was great.
Okay, so I'd say the highlight was the food.
Yeah, you know, and spending time with family.
Thank you so much, Miles. All right, hi. What's your name?
Eric Jackson.
Oh, so you are the infamous Eric Jackson. We just heard a lot about you from Miles. He said you went with your family to Connecticut. How was bringing a friend home?
Everybody was happy to see him.
So, best part about Thanksgiving, what was it?
All right, the dog had to be the best part about Thanksgiving.
So the dog brought everybody together. How sweet. All right, Eric, well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Peelers, no surprise, but it seems like everyone's favorite part of Thanksgiving was the food and their least favorite part was the drama. Well, let's get ready for Christmas. I know I'm excited. Sounds like you guys are going to be excited too. This is Lindsey Updyke, Syracuse Unpeeled.
Well, I'm hoping for you that you had lots of food and very little drama. So tell me about your Thanksgiving break.
Oh my gosh, I had a great Thanksgiving. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, so we're talking mid-60-degree weather. Definitely a good escape from Syracuse. It was snowing here, so
couldn't be more opposite.
Yeah.
So lots of friends or family. What was it like?
Whole family got together down there, so that was super great. A lot of good food. It was nice.
Highlight for the food. Are we talking turkey, stuffing?
Geez.
Cranberries.
It's the spuds for me. It always goes down to those mashed potatoes.
It's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Sweet potato mashed potatoes are phenomenal.
Ooh, yeah.
A little bit of
a
marshmallow on top. You know, it is possible to gain up to probably 10 pounds over those 10 days.
Oh, easily. I don't know what it is, but you know, I eat so much and then I'm so full and I can't move. But then before I go to bed, I'm always going in the fridge and, you know,
here's the thing.
Spooning,
it's because you
whatever.
start, I don't know what time you guys start, but most families start maybe earlier in the afternoon. Definitely
earlier, yeah.
And of course, it's an all-day eating event. And then by 8 or 9 o'clock, you're ready for round 2, maybe round 3.
Exactly.
But nothing better than a good Thanksgiving break.
It's fun. It's, you know, really good with... It's a good family time, and, you know, I'm, of course, lucky to have a fabulous family to spend it with, so.
Oh, we're so happy to hear that. And after the break, I'll be sitting down with Sarah Grosz, the president of the Entrepreneurship Club. Stay tuned on Peelers.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay. But remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back. Tonight, I am joined by Sarah Grosz, the president of Syracuse University's Entrepreneurship Club. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So why don't you start by telling me a bit about the organization?
Sure. So the Entrepreneurship Club is a dynamic group of students. We're about over 200 members strong this year. So it's a great turnout. We invite speakers who are industry experts, CEOs to come speak every week. We go travel the country, going to different entrepreneurial events, and actually we're starting our own club business this year. So it's really exciting. You can join at any school on campus, and it's really great.
Awesome. So what really encouraged you to become the president of this, taking on this big role of this organization?
Sure. So my freshman year, I was actually elected director of programming, and since then, I really saw the potential of the club. So from there, I became president and kind of really worked on growing it out.
Awesome. So what is the importance of having a club like this? Whether I know you just said, you could be any student on this campus. So what's the importance of having this type of organization for students to turn to, whether they want to study business or beyond that?
It's really a club that gives you extra experience outside of the classroom. So you can be an entrepreneurship major or minor and still get more education and more experience outside of the classroom. Or you can be a student who is in the iSchool like myself and really not exposed to an entrepreneur or any entrepreneurial fields.
So what ways has this club already prepared you for the field, for a potential career? I know a little bit of time you have, but what ways has it already impacted you?
For me, just being the leader, it has really shown and proved to myself that I can do this. And then to our members, it's really exposed them to different industries. We try to bring speakers from all different aspects of entrepreneurship, so they're just exposed to really everything.
Definitely. So what type of speakers have you guys brought in so far, and how do you guys go about finding the right people to come on in?
We've had speakers, everything from local Cafe Cubal to all the way in DC. We had an app called Drunk Mode come in. We really reach out. Actually, they're starting to reach out to us, and we're actually offering consulting services. So really any startup, really any established business, we've had them all.
Wow. So how can students get involved, now that they might be hearing about this for next semester, for next year, whatever it may be?
You just come to a meeting. We meet every Mondays at 8 o'clock in Whitman. It's really open. You just come, sit down, have a good time, and hopefully you'll show up for the next meetings.
Yeah. And then what type of takeaways or qualities and skills are students already kind of gaining from being part of this organization?
Students are actually starting their own businesses. So we have a few getting together, really networking with each other, and realizing that there are so many skills within the club that they can just form their own businesses and just take charge.
Amazing. And tell me a bit about your business plan. I know you're trying to work up something ahead of graduation, so what is your idea, or you not want to spoil it? Anything?
No, I'll totally tell you. So I'm actually in the minor called IDS. It's in the iSchool, and pretty much you start your own business. So my business is an app. I'm calling it Home Slice, and it lets you order pizza based off of the topping instead of the actual restaurant.
Wow. Well, that's innovative for sure. I might be joining in on that app for sure. And after the break, we are going to be playing a very fun game. Lots of words, lots of challenges ahead, so stick around.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Welcome back. So tonight, Sarah and I will be playing a game of Word Sneak. Each of us will be given a word on one of these cards right here, and we will have to try to incorporate the word into conversation without the other person realizing it. After, they'll have to try and guess the word, and we all know I'm probably not going to win. So we'll let you go first. Take your time. You can do a few sentences, whatever it is to try to, really trick me over here.
Oh boy. So actually, I was just, it was Black Friday and I was going all over the mall, and there's actually this really cool Spanish shop and they labeled everything in Spanish. So I was looking, and the thing that caught my eye was the pantalones, because it's just such a funny word.
I feel like this is way too obvious. I really want to say pantalones, but it definitely isn't. It's shop.
No, it was definitely pantalones.
Really?
How do you fit that in?
I just assumed that you were really throwing me off. So get ready because you're about to be thrown off. So over Thanksgiving break, I was eating probably everything ever. And I feel like it's so overrated because everyone waits all year to eat turkey instead of chicken or steak or anything else. But I look forward to, my favorite thing is the gravy, so I'll say that. But I look forward to probably sweet potatoes, butternut squash. I like corn, and my parents make the best, it's like green bean casserole in the entire world. But I just think the turkey's overrated, but that's just me.
I'm going to have to say gravy.
No.
Really?
Butternut squash.
No way.
All right, so I got 1 point so far.
All right, so I went home over Thanksgiving, and I was going through my old clothes and all my old stuff, and I had a collection of cards my mom sent me when I was at camp, and it was really cool because she put stickers all over the envelopes with just different eclectic, like different little symbols. So it was really nice to look back and see.
Stickers.
No, it was envelope.
Oh, that was good. I would never
That was tricky.
Okay. No, I don't know. Really? Okay. Well, I feel like if we throw it back to our childhood, when we think of the most famous snacks that you could possibly think of, I used to rush on home because 3 p.m. you would have a snack of all sorts. So I used to have peanut butter sandwiches, Flutter Nutter, I used to have gummy bears, gummy worms, sometimes Pop-Tarts, sometimes those toaster strudels, but my all-time favorite was some pre-dinner dessert for ice cream. The best.
Huh. I feel like this one's either Fluffernutter or peanut butter, but I don't know. I'm going to have to go with peanut butter? You're kidding me. I was close.
You were so close. I'm sorry. It's 2-0.
So a fun fact about me, so my favorite ice cream flavor is coffee.
Okay.
But bringing it back home, my best friends would always buy the Black Forest, and they'd pick out the cherries. And I thought it was like the craziest thing because you could just get cherries itself, and they just loved the ones in the ice cream.
Black?
No, mine was Forest.
Oh my God. Congratulations, you got a point. So when I have visitors who come to Syracuse, sometimes they stay over, they want to stay a night, you obviously have a plethora of options. One option is to split the bed with them and be a good guest. One is to sleep on the floor and they get your bed. The other is let you sleep on the couch, they sleep on the bed. You can offer them a futon. You can probably lay down and go on the futon instead, or you can let them share it, whatever you think. But I always let my guests stay in the bed, and I usually go elsewhere.
I'm going to have to say bed, but it might be really obvious.
Well, it's futon.
Oh, okay.
3-1, don't worry.
So you were talking, so Kanye is definitely my favorite artist by far. We actually blast Kanye before every Entrepreneurship Club meeting.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's really fun. But I actually have a very high-key obsession with the Kardashians. They are, if I could live a life, that would be the life I'd live.
Kanye.
Kardashian.
Oh my God. Well, I've had enough. Congratulations. I'm not going to be winning by too much. Final score 3-1.
Hey, at least I got 1 point.
You got 1 point. That's all that matters, and that's all we have for tonight. So thanks for joining us. I'm Elissa Candiotti. Have a great evening, Syracuse.
Dope. Lit.